Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I have got an extra video for you this evening. This is a Valentine's special with Teckwrap heat transfer vinyl. I have been working with Teckwrap for a couple of years now and they've sent me over their gorgeous little miniature heat press. This thing is adorable and unbelievably versatile. What you can use this for is actually crazy. Keep watching because there is a surprise in this video of how we can use this machine. Now again, this is a heat press, but it is a gorgeous little convenient handheld heat press for all of your intricate vinyl details. It is gorgeous. It comes with a safety stand, so it gets really hot, and look at it, it's such a cute, it looks like an iron, right? Like an actual teeny tiny little iron. I've got the 3-pin plug, which is the UK plug here, and as soon as you turn it on, just make sure that it is always sitting in that protective heat proof base. Now it does come with a Hessian bag in the pack, and inside that bag are full instructions on how to use it, but also a few little transfer decals that you can just start practicing on. To again, I've never used anything like this tiny little heat press. I've never done anything like it, so it was really handy to have the bag and I could practice along. Teckwrap also sent me along some gorgeous heat transfer vinyl. We've got lilac, light pink, we've also got this pearlescent matte fuchsia, we've got neon rose, which was my favorite, we've also got glitter neon pink, and in the box was this was just labeled as window film. Let me know if anyone has used this. I won't be using this in today's video with the heat press, but I know they sent this over to me to have a play with. Let me know if you've tried it and what you've used it with. Cannot wait. I'm thinking silicone inlay, I'm not sure. This is the power button on the side of the little teeny tiny machine. It's got 3 heats on it, so once you press the button down, you hold it for a few seconds to turn the machine on, then you can press the button twice, press the button 3 times, and that will take the heat up. I'm loving the grip on this. It's got a really gorgeous, is the word ergonomic? I don't know. That sounds like a big word for me, but it's got a gorgeous shape to it, which means you can really grip it with your hand and it won't just slip out of your hand because this thing gets really hot. I'm actually going to turn it on at this point and making sure that it stays in this base at all times. Holding the button down makes it turn on, and then you'll see the lights flashing. Now you press the button twice if you want it up a level, and then you press the button 3 times if you want it to the hottest possible heat. Now what heat you have it on will fully depend on your vinyls, but guys, you know me, I am really still learning about heat transfer vinyls, what heat they need, and on every one of these heat transfer vinyls, the instructions are wrapped around them. So it tells you what temperature to put your heat machine, on to make sure that you're not burning stuff. But first up, on my desk, I've got a black silicone mat. You guys know that. You've seen it in every video. I've left it on my desk. On top of that, I've just laid down a big denim apron, and I'm just going to work directly on that. I know that my silicone mat is going to protect my table and the apron is going to protect the silicone mat. And I'm just testing it out. At this point, I'm just using the Hessian bag. Now, it says in the instructions to hold in place for up to 15 seconds. So you can see me just counting with my fingers, making sure I've held it long enough. And I'm peeling straight off. Now, I do believe Teckwrap heat transfer vinyl, the majority of this vinyl is a cool peel vinyl. However, there are a few things that I've used it on where it does peel off immediately without issue. So again, whatever you're using, whatever material you are transferring onto, I think depends on how quickly you can peel that off. But again, I'm just putting everything to one side, waiting for it to cool down before I peel it off. First up, we're going lovey-dovey Valentines. Making sure that my heat transfer vinyl is shiny side down on my Cricut mat. I went into my Cricut design space and I typed in Valentines, and guys, let me tell you something. If you are new to heat transfer vinyl, if you've never used it before, you all know me. You know I hate weeding. I hate weeding. But heat transfer vinyl is a completely different world. It is a dream to weed. I mean, dream. Did I mention it's a dream? I absolutely love it. I would weed heat transfer vinyl all day long. I love, love, love. This is the design. How adorable is it? Now, these are red fabric napkins, which I just thought would be totally adorable as your Valentine's meal, and you've both got like personalized. You could, of course, personalize this. There are so many options. Here's the thing. I just went with a few projects that called to me at the time. The possibilities here are endless. You could, personalize your napkins with the love of your life with their name on it. You really could do anything at this point. It was at this point I had to laugh. There's a safety auto shut off function. Okay, you saw me ironing. I was like, yeah, great. I'm so excited to see this. And when I took the Teflon sheet away, I couldn't feel any heat. And I realised by the time I had weeded the vinyl, the machine had shut itself off. So well done. That is definitely a function that works, because it was completely shut off by the time I went to iron. So I turned it back on again and I ran over my Teflon sheet over my vinyl, and again making sure that each of the components of that vinyl design gets between 10 and 15 seconds of that heat directly on it. So yeah, just making sure that happens. I then put the napkins to one side before bringing them back when they were cooled down, and it peeled away like a dream. How adorable is this? Be mine, love, and I love you. Now again, if you're not Valentine's people, guys, I'm also not that much of a Valentine's person. You can do absolutely anything with this miniature heat press. It could be anything. But how cute would these be with a little napkin ring holder, and then like you're sitting down for your dinner and you've both got a napkin. Oh, stop it now. Okay, next up we are going with an apron. If you've been with me a while, you'll know about 3 Halloweens ago, I made a whole batch of aprons. Oh my gosh, guys, I can imagine me being quite obsessed with this little gadget, I'm not gonna lie. But we all know one of my absolute favourite words is this. I figured, you can never have too many aprons, so I'm putting it right in the centre of my apron. Now, the idea for me behind this is, if you are self-employed, or if you've got a small business, or even like, my partner's daughter is a hairdresser, to have your branded uniform. So she wears black. Whenever she goes to work, she just wears black. And this is such a cute little miniature heat press. It would be perfect for your design logos, your name across your shirt. Like, even if it's really small, top left, top right, it's just ideal for it. If you've got a specific job that you do, where you need your clothes to be logoed with your name on it, with your logo on it, this is ideal. Absolutely ideal. I was also thinking for children's clothes, when it's time to go back to school. Here in the UK, I know this won't apply to most countries, but here in the UK, 95% of our schools, I would say almost 100% of our schools, have a school uniform. Children do not go to school in their own clothes here. So naming their clothes is essential, because every single child has the same jumper and shirt. And this is me with my apron on, feeling very, very proud. But yeah, back to school, uniform, labelling your child's name, a dream. Check this out, guys. Next up, eco pouring mediums. This vinyl works with eco pouring mediums. Imagine the possibilities. The reason I say that is because this heat press, this miniature heat press, is so conveniently tiny. It would fit into all of the trinket trays. I am doing a coaster here at this point to show you. But again, what you could do with this miniature heat press and your eco pouring, you honestly could, it's endless possibilities. Now, this is an example of where it peels off immediately. I didn't have to wait for it to cool down. It was well and truly stuck to the eco pouring medium. So again, amazing. It's versatile. It's not just for fabric. It certainly works on this, and yeah, all the possibilities. Last but not least, shopping bag had to be, didn't it? At this point, I didn't want to let the machine go. I was having too much fun. So I decided to do something very, very big that I knew was going to take me ages. And I decided to cover this shopping bag completely in hearts, keeping with the Valentine's Day theme. I went with the neon pink vinyl, the pale pink vinyl, and the lilac, because I thought all three of those colours, come on now, would work so beautifully together. And again, I've had them cut out on my Cricut, and I decided to cut them up completely individual of each other, separate to each other. I can place them where I want them, in any orientation I want them, whether they're upside down, to the side, or, I don't have to stick to the design that was cut out. So individually cutting them up allows me to then go in and individually press every single heart. And I'm telling you, I could have gone on for hours because I just loved it. I'm putting down the neon pink and the lilac first, and once they are down and it's cooled down and they are fully on the bag, I then add pale pink at the end. Now I'm going to speed this section up for you because, oh boy, you do not need to sit through this in real time. But again, the tool is so easy to use. I simply move the Teflon onto each and every piece, making sure that each and every one of those hearts is fully adhered to the shopping bag. And yeah, what can I say? I had so much fun. I think what would look really great on this bag is a huge kind of phrase, like in black vinyl, either love to shop or something that would represent you as someone who's carrying this bag, in black vinyl. I think that would really pop against the hearts. But again, yeah, anything is possible here. I just thought with Valentine's, it just had to be all of the hearts, and I was having too much fun at this point. So again, sped up for you because real time, you don't want to sit through it. Holding the machine down between 10 and 15 seconds per heart, and then allowing it to fully cool down before I peeled back the plastic. You can see me making sure that that miniature heat press goes back onto its protective base at all times. It is so hot. You do not want to mess around. You do not want to accidentally just put it down on your table or accidentally just leave it sitting on something because it is so hot. Make sure you use that base. I have now laid down all of the kind of pale pink hearts, and we go again. So we are holding the heat press down on every single heart until they are fully done. What a dream this was to work with. As soon as the pale pinks were then cooled down, I started peeling back all of the plastic, and again, it came away like a dream. Now, if you find that it's not coming away like this one, it's because I didn't hold it down long enough. So don't be like me and be quite like aggressive when you're pulling that plastic off. Just go slowly, peel it back slowly. And if there's any resistance, it just means you didn't press it long enough. So I just quickly went over for another 5 seconds with the miniature heat press. And yeah, absolutely dreamy. Guys, I love this bag. I honestly love this bag. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. And if I had thought about it, I probably would have been out, bought some fabric dye and dyed this bag to match everything. But, like I said, hindsight is a wonderful thing. But yeah, I love it. I'm absolutely giddy over it. These are all of the pieces that I've just made with this miniature heat press. I was very tempted to do George's collar and put something on his collar. But yeah, I know they advise never to show your dog's name on your dog, just in case. So yeah, I decided not to do that. But eco pouring, possibilities are endless. Again, personalizing your work clothes, personalizing your children's school uniforms. This little thing is absolutely perfect for the back to school in September, making sure that your child's entire school uniform has got their name on it, because you know that lost and found. People be losing but never be finding. Do you know what I mean? If you've ever worked in schools, you know what I mean. But yeah, great little tool. Thank you so much to Teckwrap for sending this over to me. I think I had way more fun than I expected to, and I cannot wait to use it again. Let me know if you guys have got this. If you are interested in this miniature heat press from Teckwrap Vinyl, please check out my description box down below. All of the details will be there for you, including my code. Thanks again, Teckwrap, and thanks if you've watched this far. I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.